In der guten alten Zeit lebten die Menschen noch ruhig und in Frieden. Niemand glaubte, dass es in Zukunft zu einer Bedrohung kommen würde. Auf der Schattenseite des Friedens und des Wachstums gab und gibt es aber auch immer das Böse. Die Menschen beginnen, das Wachstum abzulehnen und bezeichnen den Frieden als Degeneration. Wir haben uns hier versammelt, um die Mächte der Finsternis mit unserem verfluchten Blut zu rufen. Wir wollen, dass sie die Welt regieren. Wir erwarten lächelnd den Niedergang der Welt. Nach 100 Jahren ist der Böse wieder auferstanden. Er kann sich in eine Fledermaus, einen Wolf und Nebel verwandeln. Er liebt die Nacht. Er schlürft das Blut von jungen Frauen und lebt ewig. Der Burgherr des Teufelsschlosses, der Herr des Bösen, Graf Dracula ist auferstanden.
All right, it's 5 p.m. someplace in the world, so I think it's time for this stream to begin. And I really hope that my voice is coming through clearly, because I have been doing my best to make it work. So let us begin. Actually, let us watch this cool introduction. Hello, I'm Jeremy Parrish, and you're watching a Gintendo stream of Castlevania Rondo of Blood. Sorry, Dracula X Rondo of Blood. Hopefully my commentary is coming through. I don't see any responses, any comments in the video chat, so fingers crossed this is actually working. YouTube technology is not great. So
in der guten alten Zeit, auf der Schattenseite des Friedens und des Wachstums, gab und gibt es aber auch immer das Böse. Die Menschen beginnen, das Wachstum abzulehnen und bezeichnen den Frieden als Degeneration. Wir haben uns hier versammelt, um die Mächte der Finsternis mit unserem verfluchten Blut zu rufen. Wir wollen, dass sie die Welt regieren. Wir erwarten lächelnd den Niedergang der Welt.
hello, looks like the stream is showing. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. I had this running and didn't realize that it was set on private. YouTube gaming, what a delight. So, I'm Jeremy Parrish, and this is Dracula X Rondo of Blood playing from a PC Engine. And I really hope that my audio sounds good this time, because it has not sounded good in like a year and a half. And I've been messing around with system settings and trying to get everything working. So, fingers crossed that this stream works out. I don't see anyone responding, complaining about the audio quality in the chat, so my fingers are crossed that that is a good sign. If you're out there and you can hear me, say hello. In the meantime, I'm going to let this introduction run because it's pretty cool. It's got Richter, Belmont. Oh good, the mic sounds scratchy. That's awesome. God damn it. I really hate YouTube.
In der guten alten Zeit lebten die Menschen noch ruhig und in Frieden. Niemand glaubte, dass es in Zukunft...
Okay, well, the audio quality continues to be trash, and I have no idea why. I've been messing with the setup, and I did some test streams, and they turned out fine, but as soon as I go live, it sounds like everything becomes garbage. So that's awesome. Love that. I will try to hit one more setting and see if that helps. But in any case, I guess I will just barf through this. Alright, so here's me sounding terrible, playing Rondo of Blood. Hooray. Very exciting. Okay, so Castlevania Rondo of Blood is coming to PlayStation 4 this week. And before you play that, you can watch me play sounding terrible. So the good news is that PS4 version is definitely going to sound better than I do. So I've set up a very appropriate file name for myself, and we are gonna play some Castlevania Rondo of Blood. And should I play around with this stuff? Nah, let's just jump right in. Okay, actually this is the same thing that we just saw, and I can't skip past it. That's lame. Alright, so Dracula X Rondo of Blood is a PC Engine CD-ROM 2 game from Japan that came out in 1993. That is 25 damn years ago. You are old, and we're all hurtling into the grave right now. This game did not come to America until about 15 years after its original launch. It came on PSP, and I think that's the version that's basically being emulated and ported to PlayStation 4. And yeah, in the interim between its Japanese launch and its American launch, it was kind of this thing of legend that people kept hearing about and talking about. And it turns out that it is actually very, very good. It is a back-to-the-roots take on Castlevania, which, you know, coming after Super Castlevania 4, seems kind of welcome. Super Castlevania 4 is good, but also very weird. So this kind of takes a more classic approach, more like the NES games. Your character, Richter here, is more proportionate along the lines of the NES version, but it's also more dramatic. It's got this whole CD-ROM thing going on, so there's voice acting, and you've got this prelude with Death showing off his cool moves with the scythe. Oh! And Richter is not so good at dodging the scythe. Yeah, that's right. Throw your giant death head at me, buddy. I'm ready for you. Oh! I guess I wasn't ready for him. My timing's never good on that. Look at that. They just put together a little sprite animation of death, giving you a saucy salute. This game is so full of detail, and that same sense of love carried over to Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which is, of course, the sequel to this, and is a big reason why Rondo of Blood had such a tremendous legacy. Oh, I forgot you could do that. Yes, okay, I've been playing Super Castlevania 4, and I couldn't remember if you can jump onto staircases here, but you can, and that's great. Anyway, Symphony of the Night came to America, and people loved it, and then they realized, wait a minute, there was this whole other game that we missed, and it was better than Dracula X, the Super NES game. So, anyway, it'll be good if you haven't played this game to play it on PS4, because it's super great. So I'm not really saying anything of value right now. But anyway, this stage right here is a great sign of just how much love and care was put into this game, because this is absolutely 100% a rendition of one of the towns in Castlevania 2. I believe it said Algiba, whatever you want to call it, on the sign down at the entrance, and that's great. But you can't go in the church to heal up. The priest is not in there, or if he is, he's trapped inside. I'm pressing up, but I'm not going in. So it's amazing how little this town has changed in, oops, in, you know, the centuries since Simon Belmont crusaded through here. I guess the main difference is that skeleton ninjas jump out of the windows now. It didn't used to be that way, but you know how things change. Everything goes to hell. So one of the cool things about this game is that it has multiple paths through stages. And this is one of the first paths through the stage, but the boss at the end of that path always destroys me. It is maybe... I have a harder time with that boss than just about any other Castlevania boss. So I'm going to go the normal route and not embarrass myself in public. And you know, it's a kind of a hallmark of the latter-day Castlevania games that they recycled a lot of sprites. Surprisingly, that golem didn't show up, I think, until Portrait of Ruin. I don't know, it's kind of a memorable sprite, maybe because it's so distinctive and so memorable, they didn't want to overdo it. It's a very... it kind of looks like Megatron, actually. There's a little grin in its face. It's like a transformer from the 17th century. 18th century, whatever. And, you know, here's more of the attention and care and so forth. You get to see the boss you're about to fight flying around in the background, and that's great. Oh, I totally missed. That I did not miss. Oops. So, oh no, Victor. So, a sort of infamous story about what a goober I am. Oh man, I seem to be having some trouble here. I bought this game and a PC Engine to play it on back at PAX many years ago. And then it cost me a lot of money, and like 6 months later they announced the PSP game. It was very sad. I felt like a big dope. Anyway, so I beat the first boss. He was easy, much easier than the Serpent in one dash. Oops. I didn't jump. I'm so embarrassed. Alright, so this is a Gintendo stream, and that means when I beat a level, I drink some gin. And today's gin is from Baltimore. It's called Shot Tower. But as it says in the stream notes, oh, take that, birds. The Baltimore Ravens just bit it. As it says in the notes for this show, in the stream, I'm probably not going to make it to the clock tower, but that was nevertheless on my mind as I chose this gin selection. If you are under 21 or it's not legal to drink in your country, please don't follow my advice and play along at home. But if you do have a, it's okay for you to drink morally and legally, then by all means, please do. Alright, so this is a little disappointing. One of the things I recently discovered while working on my NES works for, Castlevania for NES. Oh no, Richter, what are you doing, you goober? What the hell is happening? I can't believe this guy's gonna beat me. One Axe Knight, what? Alright, so as I was saying, in Castlevania for NES, if you throw an axe at an Axe Knight and it arcs over the Axe Knight's shield, it does extra damage to him, and you can take an Axe Knight out in like 3 or 4 hits. It's great, but that is not the case here, and that is why that Axe Knight destroyed me. This of course, is the classic, hey, it's the first stage of Castlevania, remember that? You liked Castlevania. This is a pretty faithful rendition, although there should be a, what do you call it? What are those called? Holy water up at the top, and there is not. Unless it's here. That's not holy water. Also, that guy was definitely not in the original Castlevania. I like the sound samples they use in this. The zombies don't sound like horrified that they're dying. They're just like, ooh, that's smarts. I've been sent to my undeath again. There's the holy water. I like holy water in this game. Look at the way it travels. Got some distance to it. That's right. Take that. Take that, candle. And the obligatory cross to a crucifix to destroy everything when you don't need it. Alright, so this, I believe, is the Behemoth Chase. And yeah, there we go. I think there's like a... Oh, it's been a while since I played this, but one of these pits you can jump into, and it takes you to a secret stage, and it's really cool. Yeah, okay, so I got that, and I might have just jumped over the place I needed to go. Oh! I was trying to jump down that pit, and now I'm dead. That's what I get for not paying attention. So anyway, yeah, one of the secrets in this game involves that key that I picked up from the candelabra, and probably people in the stream are shouting at me, go down a certain hole, and I can't remember which one it is. So, I'm going to try this one right here again. Alright, there we go. Mermen everywhere. Oh no! That was great. Good job, me. Okay, so let's watch this cool scene all over again. Very exciting. Yes, indeed. Alright, back down into the abyss. Man, there's just things hitting me all over the place around here. Good grief. I'm not doing well here. Oh, come on. Oh. My sloppy play is taxing this poor PC engine. Oh, come on. Oh. I am so pathetic. Alright. Not really winning any awards today. If you want to feel better about my skills with Castlevania, please go watch today's NES works, where I played the original Castlevania, a game that I am much, much better at than this one. This is not a good performance. But I'm still going to try for this hidden secret again. And I'm going to play more cautiously. Damn little eyeball. There we go. Okay. That's my mojo. comes another stupid eye. Oh no! I knew that was going to happen. I was doing so well too. Alright. So I get to watch the behemoth attack all over again. Maybe I should skip the bonus section and just go for it. Alright, let's run, shall we? That key doesn't seem to be very useful. And I'm just going to skip on through here and let him die. Not the smartest behemoth in the toolbox. There we go. Wake up. Get rid of the key, because I can't use it over here. Isn't there a secret? Yeah, there we go. Meat. Wall meat. Classic wall meat, or I believe someone in a previous stream dubbed it bricksket, which is a very good pun, and also very difficult to pronounce. These fish guys, I tell you what, they really suck. Alright, so this is where that key would have come in handy, but no key for me. I guess I should have kept the key, huh? Oh well. Let's see what kind of shenanigans I can get up to with a crucifix. Cross, whatever. Boomerang. Alright, so we'll just fight a normal boss, and it'll be exciting. I'm gonna stick with the boomerang, because boomerangs are cool. Whoops, I did not mean to go through here. So this is the werewolf, right? I probably should have gotten the holy water. Oh well. I don't think I'm going to do very well here. With only half a life bar, and I think this is my last life, so yeah, we're going to get to watch this stage all over again. Well, that was pathetic. Alright. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. This has been a really amazing stream. Okay, well, I guess we'll do this all over again. Good times. Yep. This is going to my permanent record. It's terrible. When I say going on my permanent record, I mean it, because this game does keep track of how many times you continue. And I know somewhere in the heavens, the creators of Castlevania are looking down at me and laughing. I do like the dagger in this game, though. A couple daggers. It's pretty nice. And here comes that jerk. Are you good? Yeah, there we go. Alright. So there was a question in the stream. Hi, I haven't been introducing myself. I'm Jeremy Parrish. This is Gintendo for Retronauts. I'm playing Castlevania Dracula X Rondo of Blood for PC Engine, and this is actually running on a Super Graphics system, technically not a PC Engine, but it's pretty much the same thing. But I picked up at the beginning of the year the Super SD System 3, which is a device that you can plug into most PC engines and it will give you RGB output. As you can see, the video quality here is very nice, and also allow you to load games off SD cards, which is good because I used to own Rondo of Blood and then had to sell it so I could move across the country and start my life over, hide from, you know, the feds and all that. And these days, Rondo of Blood sells for a lot of money. I mean, it's always sold for a lot of money, but now it's like crazy amounts of money. And that's bad, and I can't afford to rebuy it. But I will pick it up on PS4 when it launches on PS4 later this week. On Friday. It's very exciting. And of course I have this game on PSP and on Virtual Console, but there's something nice about playing it on a good TV. So the Wii is standard definition, and PSP's output for video is not that great. So this time I'm going to hang on to the key and escape the behemoth. Let's see what happens downstairs. The trick, of course, is for me not to pick up any other sub-weapons along the way. Alright, so that guy's dead. And I see people are complaining about the audio of my voice, and yes, it sucks, and there's nothing I can do about it, as much as I would like for there to be. Aha, don't get that. Instead, go down here. Whoa! Find one of the Renard sisters. I believe it's Maria down here. Go. Oh no, it's... what you talking about? It's Shaft! Alright, I saved a small child. I feel like a hero. But then you play as a small child and realize that Richter Belmont is not a hero, because Maria Renard kicks everyone's butt. Oh, and someone in the stream asked, is this going into a Framemeister? That is correct. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking over Maria. She's tiny, but she can kill everyone. Let's see. Someone said I should translate the cutscenes. I don't know exactly what she's saying, but basically, Richter, I'm pretty sure was like, I'm a vampire hunter and you're just a little kid, go on home. She's like, shut up, old man. I kick everyone's ass. She's right. Anyway, Maria is the sister, the younger sister, obviously, of Richter's fiancée, Annette, who was captured along with Maria and a nun of some sort by Dracula, who probably wants to eat them or drink their blood or, I don't know, show them, like, play sparkling baseball with them. Whatever it is that vampires do these days with the kids. But Maria is also a playable character in this game, whereas Annette and whoever that nun is, they are not. You cannot play as them. Someone chastised me earlier for missing a candle, so there you go. I got your measly 100 points this time. Are you happy?
Woo!
Alright, this time I'm going to use Holy Water against a werewolf. Nope. And I guess it doesn't do any good if he does, like, invincible launches across the screen at me. Oh, I was doing so well. Foolish Richter, you should have let Maria fight for you. She's better than you. Thanks everyone for taking the time to let me know that the audio quality in this stream is not amazing. That is new, fresh information for me. Sorry for the sarcasm, I'm just very frustrated by the audio issues here. Already? He did it. There you go. Oh! Fatal attack. And now he's naked and dead. Okay. There we go. I got a cool pose. Nice. So I get to enjoy another sip of gin. And we move on to stage 3. And I almost picked up a dagger. Wouldn't that have been embarrassing? Yeah, these guys take a lot of holy juice. There we go. Alright, so you probably have seen these guys in Symphony of the Night. I feel like they're used better here. I guess that's the case of a lot of things. But they really have to play keep away with these guys. How do I do the backward jump thing? Back dash. I can't remember. It's terrible. So I'm going to minimize the amount of talking I do because this game has such good music. What's that? What's that? Hearts? Come on. One of the benefits of this game running on CD-ROM was that they could use CD-ROM audio. By golly, it's so good. Rondo of Blood has come to the US a few times, some translated, some not. The PSP version was translated. The Virtual Console version was not. This is the original PC Engine version, so it's also not translated. But that is okay, because I think Vampire Killers, smashing skeletons is kind of like a universal language. These guys, oh, coming in after me. Tarzans or something. You know, Castlevania's always had a tradition of kind of goofing on classic movies, so I think adding Tarzan to the repertoire is pretty fitting. Oh, got me. Oh, whoops. Guess I should pay more attention to what I'm doing. Alright, there we go. On to the next stage. I like like how much fun they have with the classic enemies in this game. Like the flea in here riding down the banister. That's so great. Now I'm fighting Fleeman with the Bible. Suck it, Flea Man. And these are the classic Castlevania 3, 4 flippy platforms. If you jump onto it, you'll die. If Medusa head knocks you onto it, you'll die. So the trick is to keep calm and walk along. Like all those t-shirts say. Yeah, it's one of those vases that you find in Symphony of the Night a lot. Is that an urn? I guess it's a vase. Whoa! There rung his bell. So stuff comes out of the bell when you hit it. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Kind of like going into the cathedral and taking confession. What did I just pick up, an axe? Nah. I like Bibles, they're cool. There's some really big candles in the background. It feels impractical. It's like the world's biggest birthday cake or something. You need the birthday cake that big. Oh no! Whoa, what is this? I just get sent to a secret hidden stage? Goodness. I'm surrounded by insects. Too bad Richard can't slide in this one. I don't actually remember which way I'm supposed to be going here, so I'm gonna go this way and see what happens. Strange. Okay, so the moths don't actually go after Richter, they go after whatever is in the candle. That's very interesting. So if I pick up the heart, then they come after me. I love all the little weird details in this game. Am I going the right way? I really don't know. I don't think I've ever been down here before. Ah. There we go. Out of holy juice, holy water juice. The juice that powers my holy water. That's more like it. Get some hearts in there. Yeah, it seems like Castlevania is kind of all the rage this holiday season. I mean, of course, it's Halloween. Oh, I went the wrong way! That's embarrassing! Oh, no. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this extremely wrong tour. You can kind of see where the non-linear elements of Castlevania Symphony of the Night came in. Anyway, so yeah, like, the next season of Castlevania on Netflix launches, I think, this Friday. And Castlevania Requiem for PS4, which has this game in Symphony of the Night, that launches on Friday. And Mondo Music kicked off. Oh, nice. Our started pre-selling Castlevania Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night soundtracks on vinyl today, which of course I picked up because I'm a good dork. And I've been doing a bunch of Castlevania videos, so there's just no escape, really. So today I published NES Works on the original Castlevania, and also put together a Castlevania 4 video for next week. Now I'm going to stick with the cross this time and see what happens. The boomerang. That is an extremely large meat. As the king of bricks gets. Oh, and someone pointed out that there is going to be Castlevania stuff in Smash Brothers in 45 days. Which is true, yeah. I'm not a big Smash Brothers fan. I admire its enthusiasm for classic properties, but I don't think it's actually fun. Okay, so the... Oh! How did he hit me? Come on, buddy. What? Ah! I'm doing poorly here. I'm gonna go for some of that extremely large meat right about now. Cow is very upset with me right now. Ah, he got me. I'm upset with myself. Yeah, I should have stuck with the holy water. That would have made this way easier. His axe is a guard against the boomerang, which is a nice touch. It's very clever, but also extremely frustrating. Makes the boss difficult. So let's try this again. Come on, buddy. There we go. Oh no! He stoned me. Damn it. He's doing so well. There we go. Ah, and now he fires his super Minotaur laser. Damn it. Those fatal attacks. Alright. So another boss down. Another sip of gin. Wait, is it possible to fire a boomerang while pressing down? I don't think so. Someone in the stream recommended I duck and throw the boomerang, but I don't think you can do that in this game. That's a Super Castlevania 4 thing. This is an up and duck, and you can't press down and press up and duck, or up and attack. I guess this is the skeleton part of the game. We need red skeletons, not to be mistaken for Red Skeleton, famous comedian. Pretty sure I've made that joke here on stream before, but like all good comedians, I can reuse my material. I'm not actually a good comedian. sloppy, what with the whole walking the wrong direction thing, but still made it through, so that's good. I kept the boomerang, which is also good, and wow, that was almost extremely fatal on me. Oh, well, that's so much for the boomerang. Yeah. Oh, forgot about that. Oh, come on. I kind of admire their cussedness and the design of that, creating a trap that you trigger once and then try to avoid, and then it hits you the way you avoid it. That's some 100,001 spikes nonsense right there. So let's see, I'm trying to remember what is through here. Hey buddy, eat some flames. Yeah, look at that. It's taking a lot of holy water there. Really cool if I could hit him. Seriously though. Okay, there we go. On to the next. That's a weird enemy. The human centipede I hear so much about. Centipede that all the kids are so crazy about these days. See on my head. Thank you. Our game is kind of weird. A lot of strange stuff where they flee into in this game. I'm trying to remember if I can get through there. I don't think I can. Let's find out. Oh, that's right, I can. There's that guy. Picking up the ball and throwing them. And I can't really defend myself against that centipede dude. Keep coming at me. I think I'm doing this the wrong way. I think I should go the other direction. Oh my god, seriously. Ah, okay, well, that was a stupid idea. I should not have gone in there. After the human centipedes all over again. I don't like centipedes or humans. Alright, so I'm not going to get cute this time, because the guy followed me from the previous room. That's interesting. Didn't realize enemies had persistence here. Anyway, instead of going in the other direction, I'm just going to try to get past here. Oh. So you guys have to watch this again when I screw up inevitably. Well, I gotta hit these guys. There we go. Yeah, let's move on here. Great, excellent. Okay, come on. Literally came out of nowhere. not shortcut, but long cut. What's the opposite of a shortcut? A long road. For no reason. Oh, man. Richter is extremely dead right now. So I think this right here leads to an area that I basically circumvented. Yeah, so you can't go back that way. Alright, so I will take out this eyeball guy, and let's try buddy. Oops. That way I can fit the axe knight without having any eyeballs attacking. There we go, much better. Get the hang of this, and we'll get to the boss and die. That'll be great. Whoa, buddy, give me some personal space here. Oh, that was, oh. Nope, that was not good. Alright. No idea what I'm doing. Much better. Okay, is this where that bomb thing is? Yes, it is. Alright. This is a cool hidden stage. And there's probably a boss here that's too hard for me to fight. And I'm getting wailed on by the knight. Eyeball. How many lives do I have? Alright, one life. Oh, I almost knocked it. Okay. We're not doing a spooky episode this year. That's really more Bob's thing. He's more into Halloween than I am. But I believe he is posting an episode about Luigi's Mansion soon, which is kind of spooky. It's spooky if you're Luigi, at least. More hits than I expected. Got cocky. Let's try one more hit instead. Oh, there we go. Alright. I like to jump into fireballs because I'm cool that way. This has not been the most impressive playthrough I've ever put together for a live stream, but what can you do? So instead of going that route, I'm going this route, although there's no way I'm beating the stage with this little health left. Oh, that was really impressive. Why am I not able to jump on those stairs? That was really strange. Alright. So that's the end of this. Let's save and end, and we'll try Maria's game. Wow, it's almost been an hour. I have stuff I need to do soon. Reviews to do and things.
In der guten alten Zeit lebten die Menschen noch ruhig.
Alright, so back up to the title screen. Creaky thing. Okay, so I'm gonna play as Maria. Let's see what happens with Maria. Oh, she's picking up right where I left off. So Maria is powered by 4 beasts, the mythic beasts. I believe they're Chinese. So she's got birds, that's Suzaku, and she's got a turtle, and a kitten, which is a tiger. Great. She's tiny, and powerful, fast. She can do crazy stuff like that. I guess she can't do sliding attack, she just slides. Alright. Good to know for the future. Her attacks have better range, she can do multiple attacks at once. It's kind of unfair. She's so much better than Richter. He's the hero of Castlevania, but not really. This was kind of the beginning of the end of Belmont dominance, whatever. This game made people realize, oh, the Belmonts actually kind of suck, they're boring. Would you rather be a vampire or a little girl? Okay, so this time we'll take this alternate route, which is being guarded by Blue Man. Oh, there's a turtle. Turtle and see what happens. I believe it's like a shield. It's been a while since I played it. Oh, yeah. Look at her run. Horribly going to defeat Count Dracula. Nope. That wasn't very good. Oh, she takes a lot of damage. Look at this. This is a really great power, actually. I'm just gonna see how far this can go. Yeah, we're cruising it. Okay, well, yeah, that about wraps it up for this playthrough. Oh! He busted it. And unlike Richter, she is short enough to duck beneath the axes. That's really cool. Okay, so on to the next. Oh, you can double jump. I forgot about that. It's been a long time. Okay, so there's her music attack, and now she's got a dragon, which is probably the most awesome thing. I mean, it is a dragon after all. That's the only sub-weapon so big it actually obscures the number of hearts you have. Dracaris. Oh, it didn't really do much good. Fight dragons with dragons. Oh, maybe not. Wow, a little child just died and dissolved. Tragic. Alright. So, actually I'm kind of running out of time, but this has been Maria Renard, destroying everything in sight. taking lots of damage, though. Taking it out in kind. Oh, no, I didn't do that. I can believe in. I hate you. Horrible creatures. There we go. Oh, there's an ice cream cone. I need that. Alright, a little soft serve in Transylvania. Very, very, very authentic. Switches do. That didn't seem good. Alright, on we go. Okay, and this is the passage downward I went to earlier. Let's see where it led. Let's see what the equivalent of a... Okay, so the dragon is the equivalent of a boomerang. Oh, it hits pretty hard. As dragons are wont to do, I guess. Okay, so I guess I need to sign off so I can take care of, real life stuff that I need to deal with. But thanks to everyone who has stuck with me despite the audio issues, and also the gameplay issues as I fumble my way through Castlevania Rondo of Blood. I'm going to be on vacation for a few weeks, but when I get back I will continue trying my luck at streaming, and hopefully when I get back I will better luck streaming. Figure out what this technical issue is that's keeping me from streaming correctly. Let's reach where Richter's scared to tread. There we go. So that's what's up here. Another stairway. Is this a boss? Okay, you know what? I'll take on the boss and then we'll call it a stream. I feel like Turtle's not going to be much use against the boss. I'm not sure why they need Turtle there. I guess it's geared around Richter's ability set, not Maria's, so that would be why. So we'll see just how hard a dragon hits. Whatever the heck boss this is. What is this one? I do not remember. Seems bad. Oh, it's Duran. Oh, he got me with the lance on the downswing. Seems very happy about that, too. Alright, so I will give this one last shot, we'll see how it goes, and that will be the end of the stream, whether I win or lose. Can I hit him from this height? Oh no, he dips away from me. Oh, what is that? Man, slow down. That's a Super Castlevania 4. God dang it. Oh, that little girl. Oh yeah, take that. We're no match for a small girl, ancient evil. for yourself and play it, because it's really cool and good, and you will enjoy it. Look at how beautiful it is. My goodness. My gosh, it's lovely. Anyway, I'm going to die and save my progress. While I'm doing that, you should have yourself a fine evening. Alright. That's it. I'm done. I'm very perished. This has been a stream. Bye. Okay, that's awesome.